Alrighty guys, welcome to this quick video. This is going to be a fun one. I'm going to show you what we're doing in 1 second. This idea comes from an email, and I usually never get to these this quick. It's actually an email from today, so this is rare. And this comes from Stefan. So Stefan, you know who you are. You emailed me today, October 1st. Maybe it's October 2nd for you if you're in Australia, I suppose. But we're not going to be on IWrocker here. We're not going to be on YouTube at all. We're going to be over here at torquecafe.net. Or .com, I'm sorry, torquecafe.com. And we're going to take a quick gander at this. I heard that Lloyd's, which I wanted to do a whole video on, so I will do that in the very near future, is like a big collector car auction down under in Australia. So I'm very excited by that. I watch Meekum Auto Auctions here in the United States, as well as the big one, which would be Barrett-Jackson. So those auto auctions are big over here in America, so I presume this Lloyd's seems to be the real deal down under. And look at this, okay? Here is the first story. We're going to look at two stories real quick, and the first one is the one I'm really interested in. It's Ford Falcon GTHO Phase 3, sold for $1.3 million, okay? And that will be $1.3 million Australian dollars. So either way, you cut it, U.S. dollars, Australian dollars, 1.3 million is a lot. That is a lot. Now, I am shocked. Of course, I don't know as much about Australian muscle cars as I do American ones, but I do know that that is a lot for any car, okay? Typically, you'd be happy to get six figures for your old muscle car, right? $150,000. But 1.3 million, that is just bonkers. Absolutely crazy. But I have heard from multiple people, you guys do a good job of teaching me in the comments through emails, stuff like that, that the Ford Falcon GTHO Phase 3 are rare and they are the real deal. So they must be the real deal because $1.3 million is absolutely crazy. You can see it's in a classic yellow with the stripes, the scoop, the pinstripe with the badging right there, 351 GT. Of course, it's not a badge. That was a wrong word by me, but you know what I mean. The logo telling you what it is. Of course, we can see the badge. This is a badge on the grill. We have the quad headlights, the black spoiler down below to go with the chrome bumper, of course. Beautiful looking wheels. It is a four-door, and it looks like a white top. Is that a white top? I don't think it's vinyl, is it? White vinyl top, maybe? I doubt it. I think it's just painted white. But yeah, I've seen this car, if I Google it, depicted in this kind of arrangement. So I suppose this is a go-to for an iconic GTHO Phase 3 from 1971. So I believe this is a record, as it states right here. It sold over the weekend, so almost a week ago now, I suppose. The previous record for the Blue Oval homologation special was set literally this year, 2021, earlier in the year, when a blue one sold for $1.15 million. Very, very interesting that the record was set this year and then broken again this year. Wow. So I guess the tip-off here is Ford Falcon GTHO Phase 3s are very, very popular. If you got one, you can make a lot of money. That's for sure. They are hot, right? Strike while it's hot. And they basically state that it isn't actually surprising because some predictions for this before the auction was it could go for as much as $1.5 million. It's in excellent condition, supposedly. It's a rare specification. Of course, it's one of only 12 finished in yellow glow. And it is a beige vinyl roof. Wow, I did not know that. I was kind of joking. It is vinyl. That is odd. For me, that's odd. I guess, it doesn't really go with the scheme, in my opinion, but it's rare, so it doesn't really matter, does it? What I think. I mean, granted, I'd take it. I mean, I can get over a beige roof, I suppose. This car has won trophies before, the 2003 GT Nationals. It, of course, made runner-up at Best Restored Phase 3 category at the 2019 GT Nationals in Adelaide. That cars are selling for a lot, and that's the truth. I would say this is the truth with the collector market, and the truth with the regular used car market. Regular used cars that you just want to commute with. Utes, trucks, cars, popular cars, reliable cars. Any car that's got some sort of a following, some sort of a good name, a household name, seems to be going for top dollar. I believe this is true worldwide, especially in Australia, and especially here in America, I can tell you that much. That is for sure. I look at cars in my free time all the time for fun. That's what a gearhead does. And this year, compared to any year in my life, cars are going for literally double. Some cars that I've seen are going for double what they were 18 months ago. It's crazy to think that you could have bought like a regular SUV in 2019 and then 2 years later it's worth more than what you bought it for. It's really weird. And then I suppose why not? Why wouldn't collector cars also be going up in price? So it's kind of a bizarre time. Even in the car world, not many people here in the States are buying new cars. I suppose it's the same deal down in Australia. So if you want to comment on the used car market, on the new car market, how bad it is, or the collector market, please tell me down below. What is it like where you are? Where is it like in Australia, in New Zealand? Tell me these things, because in America, cars, trucks, oh my God, top dollar right now. It's a seller's market for sure. Also to note, it says right here that a VF Commodore SSV Redline, which is believed to be the last model down the production line. Now that's a big deal, right? Sold for $750,000. Wow. That's absolutely insane. We're going to read a couple of these comments, not all of them. Let's see what this guy says. Cameron says, really needs matte black paint and one of those 1970s Concord nose cones. That was a very popular tart up for cars. Everyone wanted to believe they were Mad Max. That's hilarious. Was that a thing? Wow. Of course, that is beyond my years, right? But sounds legit enough. That's pretty funny. Interesting tread pattern on that front tire, comrades. Let me see. Oh, he's right. He's right. That is really busy looking. And it's even got tread onto the beginning of the sidewall there. It's really bizarre looking. Not a performance tire, that's for sure. It doesn't look like it. To me, it looks almost like a rally tire or an off-road tire. It looks more like an off-road tire than it does a sporty tire you would want on your muscle car to get some grip. That is a good point. That's really weird. People basically saying here that they're surprised that they're going for these much. Are they overhyped? Are they overworth right now? Are they really worth this much? That's a good question. I mean, it comes down to they're worth what people are willing to pay. Cars go through streaks. They go up, they go down. Some cars, 1 year might be worth, $20,000. And then if you catch the right market, 5 years later, it might be worth $45,000. It's just a weird, random example, but you get what I'm saying. Like, you just never know. Even if you think something is not worth it, well, clearly someone somewhere does. And really, that's all that matters, I suppose, right? Someone says, first thing to go is that beige vinyl roof. That's what I'm saying. Not my favorite. Now, of course, the yellow and the black look good. But if it just had a regular yellow roof, I mean, that would do, wouldn't it? That would do for me. Someone also says, I don't know if this is totally made up or not, but Timbo says, reports are that the car hasn't been driven for 18 years. Now, that is pretty crazy if that is true. But we'll see. Tell me another thing, another comment real quick before we move on to the second article and then end the video. Just so you know, no matter if I ever get rich, no matter how rich I would get if I won the lottery, that's say, right? I'm just someone who likes to drive cars. When we're talking muscle cars, yes, they don't make them like they used to. This is way better than modern day cars, in my opinion, in the feel, in the look, in working on them, everything about it, right? They just have a rawness, a sound, the carburetor, the way they drive, the old steel, the old paint. It's just awesome. But they're meant to be driven. This is where I stand. They're meant to be driven. I am not too big a fan of trailer queens and cars that, look at me. I have my, so-and-so big, fancy, rare car, and I never drive it, right? I just show it off, and then it's kept in a trailer and kept in a garage, and it's never driven. Now, I get it. I get the fear of having something rare, and all it takes is some idiot on their phone behind you to rear-end you or something. I totally get it, okay? But, I don't know. You can't live in fear, right? You got to take some risks. Just be safe. Take it out to a desolate road. Put some miles on it. Enjoy it. Don't drive it in heavy traffic, of course, stuff like that. But, yeah, I like driving cars. Of course, take care of them. Something like this, of course, take meticulous care of it. I'm not saying be an idiot, do burnouts in it and track day it and drift it. No, take care of it, but drive it. Drive it a little bit. Get to where you have some space and where you're safe, and give it some gas. Let it breathe a little bit. You know, don't let it sit in a garage somewhere. That's my view. How is your view on things? Let me know down below. And then finally, guys, to wrap up the video, same site here. We're looking at HSV GTSR Trio sells for 2.9 million Australian dollars. Absolutely crazy. Look at this one-of-a-kind HSV GTSR W1 Maloo. Of course, I learned about the Maloo a few weeks ago when I did a video on specifically that. Quite intrigued, I must say, about this muscular ute. Hyper ute, you could almost call it. Very souped up, very fast, very aggressive looking. And I do not remember seeing one in this color. It's almost like a pale yellow. Not a bright yellow like you would see in these logos over here, but rather a pale yellow. Not quite a gold either. Wow, look at that. This 1996 HSV GTSR. Cool to see some 90s represented here. Does it get any more 90s than these wheels? Look at those. But it's interesting to see these in the same color. So there is that pale yellow again. Not one of my favorite colors. It's really not. I don't like that color on paper. You know, that vanilla cream, that dark beige. I don't like it. But for some reason, it kind of works. Especially on this one. It kind of works. It's all right. It's all right. And if you were wondering, the Trio, again, that's a GTSR W1 Maloo, we saw above, a GTSR W1 Sedan, and original 1996 VS GTSR. Those are the Trio for a combined of $2.9 million. Unbelievable, right? Earlier this year, supposedly a different Maloo, a W1 Maloo, sold for $1,050,000, so 1.05 million, I guess you could say. And I just think that is unbelievable, right? That is crazy. Like I said, if they're popular, if there are other people out there, then it's going to sell. But, geez, can you imagine? I can't even imagine having $1 million, let alone spending $1 million on this. Hey, it's cool, but is it $1 million cool? That's the thing, right? But, yeah, guys, in closing, just wanted to do some fun update videos about a couple records there. You got to love the collector car market. It's always fun to watch, right? And something like this, you just wouldn't see much in the U.S., and it's cool to see what a strong following it has down under. What do you think of that pastel-colored yellow? What do you think of these cars in general? Would you want one? Yeah, of course. I would want one, but I would not want one for 7 figures. It's just, that's just crazy to me. What do you think? Am I crazy, or are these prices crazy? Tell me down below. Make sure to give this video a like, please. It will boost it in the algorithm. It really helps. That's all you have to do is click like, boom. Subscribe for more stuff like this. I appreciate you watching. Check out the description for ways you can further support the channel. Remember, my name is Ian. You're watching IWrocker. Until next time, guys, be safe. Catch you later.